I want to explore the cultural tendency for us to put value in things that we attain outside of ourselves and how we've been conditioned in that. And I want to look at an alternative view that would suggest that value may be more internal. It may be the value of something, may be what it awakens in us. Okay? And with this internal value emphasis, if it is true for you, there's a lot of freedom that goes with it because we're not dependent on things external to us falling into place, often of which we have no control. So I'd like to just explore this idea of internal value. So if we have an intention towards something, or we would like to have something in our life, it could be a new job, it could be a relationship, it could be community. These are the examples I often use. And if we want one of those things and we start to have one of those things, what happens if we're open to it, and hopefully we are because it's what we wanted, if we're open to those things, okay, as we begin to walk toward those and as those things start unfolding, say it's a relationship, we're saying it's being part of a community, it's as we start experiencing those things, we awaken things. So we get intrinsic value, we get internal value. So our self-worth changes, we become different. The experience of having those things and walking toward those things and experiencing those things awakens things inside of us. Okay, now, and it awakens feelings, it awakens joy. Now, there's a real tendency, of course, to project those things onto the external thing that we're awakening, onto the other person in the relationship, onto the community, onto the accomplishment or the raise or the job or, whatever that is. We figure now that I have this thing, I'm happy. When the reality is, perhaps, that having this thing and the experience of walking toward this thing and allowing this thing and having this thing unfold, intending it and walking toward it and holding it and allowing it, all of that expands us. It awakens us. It awakens things in us. It takes us closer to our true nature. It awakens connections in us with other people and with source, with the universe, with spirit. And so that is where that value is. And now I'm not saying that there's not value in the external thing. It just may not be the only thing going on. Usually we see it as we either have the thing or we don't. If we had it and we lose it, we got nothing. If we had this beautiful relationship and we lose it, we're nothing. If we had a job, if we had whatever it is and we lose it, we're kind of screwed because we thought that the thing was the value. Okay, and not that there's not value in the thing, but what if the primary value is what awakened inside of us? Okay, then if we lose the external thing, if we lose the person or the community, person in a relationship, we lose the community, we lose the job, we lose the whatever, the nice house or the accomplishment or the family that we had. If we lose those things, it's still sad and there's still loss. Okay, but what we still have is we have the internal value that we awakened in us. Because through that experience, we became bigger. As I said before, we awakened more. We became more connected. We became more true to our true nature. More true to ourselves. And we awakened our true nature. So it awakens a whole new aspect. If that's the case, that thing that we awakened inside cannot be taken away from us. Because I mean, isn't that often the fear? I know what happened, the fear that inevitably comes up when I hold something, a new relationship, a new something. The fear is, oh, what if I lose this? What if it gets taken away from me? You know, our old abandonment issues and self-worth issues or whatever else come up, and it's like, oh, this is really awesome, but what if it gets taken away? Well, this certainly could happen, but what can't be taken away is that internal value, the thing that the experience, that the relationship or the community or the job or winning the whatever race or, you know, the accomplishment. What can't be taken away is what it awakened in us, who we became in order to do that thing. Who did I become to be in that relationship? And who did I become as I was in that relationship? That cannot be taken away. And so it not all is lost. It's sad when we lose, it's scary that we might lose. We certainly don't want to lose the external thing, but the true value of an experience is what it awakens in you. That's my truth at the very least. See, maybe explore to see if it is for you. And so that is my video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have an amazing week. I guess kind of this post, Labor Day weekend. I hope that your week goes well. And my invitation would be that you just reflect on this. Is like, to what extent do you buy into this internal value that I've been talking about? When you have this external thing that you wanted, that you unfolded, this accomplishment, this relationship, this beautiful experience, when you have that, do you notice something awakening in you? Is there an internal component to that? And if so, is it true that it can't be taken away, that it remains even after the thing is taken away? And anyway, consider that. There's so much liberation in that, because then beauty can't be taken away from you anymore. So, and anyway, I will see you in a week.